And he taught me that life is like a river and you just have to jump in. And better than jump in, cannonball. I always talk about Hancocking that motherfucker. You know, John Hancock, our founding father, who's famous for how big he signed the Declaration of Independence. Act like that way with your life. And so if you're going to live like that, instead of just jumping into the river of life, you cannonball in. And to me, life only starts once you take that big, massive leap that scares the shit out of you. So you have to take that leap because only then are you in the river. And the river of life, like I've been talking about, think of the end state as the ocean. All rivers ultimately lead to the ocean. The same way, every twist and turn in your life will lead you to where you're meant to go, to the ocean. And you don't know all the twists and turns that are going to happen in your life. And that's a good thing. Because I always talk about how your life is going to go better than you could ever imagine. And if it's going to go better than you can imagine, that means that you can't see the reality that you're ultimately going to live in. You just can't picture it. You haven't had those life experiences. You haven't had the right opportunities, or the right people haven't yet come into your life for you to even dream about, right? Like right now I'm single, and of course I want to have kids someday, but I don't have a soulmate that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the person that I'm going to raise my kids with, right? And so it's like, my point is things have to happen that expand your realm of consciousness and realm of reality. And so what I mean by that is unexpected things have to happen to put you onto different paths or to bring different things into your life. And so what I call it, and what's helped me eliminate anxiety from my life, is I call it the twists and turns of life. Life is going to have its twists and turns, and they're going to take you exactly where you need to go. At the time, they're going to feel like detours or wrong turns, but in the end, you're going to realize those were the things that connected all the dots that ultimately led to everything good happening. And so it's like, why can't you just sit back and enjoy the ride? Why can't you treat it like a lazy river with your feet up, you're in an inner tube, you're giggling and laughing the whole way? Fuck it, get a strawberry daiquiri too while you're at it. You know, why can't you go through life like that? Because you're so attached to something bad happening, right? The two worst things in my life ended up being the best things to ever happen to me because of the amount I grew. And there's a quote that I love, that life must be lived moving forward, but only makes sense looking backwards. And it's like, I brought up my friend Danny, right? I only met my friend Danny through creating content, which happened when I was in Miami. And sure enough, random events occurred that we got together. We were brought into each other's lives. And that ended up being one of the greatest relationships of my life. And it's like, you realize it's like divine intervention because of all these little micro events that happen that bring the right people, places, and opportunities to you at exactly the right time.